Hello everybody, welcome and thank you for joining me on this journey where myself and Wilbur are going to try and get north of the Arctic Circle. It's going to be an adventure one way or another, so join us over this series and let's see how we get on. So we're going to get the ferry from Newcastle across to Holland, across the top of Holland, Germany, up through Denmark, ferry to Norway, and we're going to go all the way up the coast of Norway. That's the plan. Who knows where things are going to go? It's August 2020. We're in the middle of the coronavirus malarkey. The UK has just put Holland on the quarantine list, so when I get back, I know I'm definitely going to be locked down for 2 weeks, but I don't care. But anyway, for the next few weeks, 3 weeks maybe, I hope, it's me, Wilbur, and the open road. Let's get our gear on and let's get to the ferry at Newcastle. Yes, it's jacket on, get our helmet on, get sorted out and get going. Square fours are great, they start easy. There we are, first kick, Wilbur's in a good mood. And let's get ourselves on the road. This is going to be an epic adventure. We don't know what we're heading into, but the great news is we're on our way. Let's go. Newcastle. Starting as we hope to continue, we've taken the scenic route up the A68 instead of heading up the motorway, and it's a little bit misty at times, but that's okay. The traffic's light, we can make good progress and enjoy a bit of scenery. Run to the outskirts of Newcastle, but this is our first problem, the dreaded yellow sign, Tyne Bridge closed. We want to go over that road. What do? Well, of course you follow the diversion signs. There you go, diverted traffic says go left. I didn't see it till the last minute, so I thought I'll go around the roundabout. But hang on a minute, there's another yellow sign. Diverted traffic go right. Okay, let's go right. There's another one saying the Tyne Bridge is closed. And here's another yellow sign, diverted traffic go right. And yet another yellow sign, but this one says diverted traffic go left. And then this one says diverted traffic go right. So I'm now back on the road I turned off, going in the opposite direction. Well, I've stopped here in the arse end of Newcastle. Because I could feel the bike was a bit draggy and I could smell brakes. And if you can see that, that's the smoke off the rear drum. I'm going to let that cool down and adjust that, because that's a bad thing. So what had happened, that ferrule on the brake cable had come out of there, out of the adjuster, and it had jammed the brake on. And I could feel it, and I could smell it. And it's burnt a little bit of grease. That there, it's burnt a little bit of grease out the wheel bearing, so I hope we're okay with that. It certainly got a bit warm. Well, we're about 10 miles from the ferry port, I think, so let's get our gear on and get going again. So we're back onto the road. And I'm not going to follow the yellow signs this time. Yes, there's another yellow sign, diverted traffic right. I'm going to follow the road I know, which gets me over the north of the Tyne through the middle of Newcastle. So after ignoring diversion signs and taking my own route, I found my way to the port of Tyne. into the ferry queue, we can get checked in and we can see where we are. We should have done 51 miles to this point, but I managed to do 58. That'll be my tour of Gateshead. 58 miles down, 4,940 to go, I think. Anyway, that's our bloke, Princess Seaways, Copenhagen. I'll stop here and we'll just get a shot of that. There we are. That's the boat we're going on. Let's get on board and get over there, that's the plan. So with that done, it's up the loading ramp, into the belly of the ship. We can follow these guys on the Harleys up here. Wilbur's good at off-road, he'll get more practice from that later on in this trip. And then the deckhands, they were really good. They give us the straps and we can tie our bikes in and put them to bed for the night. That's it. I'm on board in my cabin. I pushed the boat out and spent another £8 on one with a double bed as opposed to 2 bunks, because why wouldn't you? So there we are. Cabins are all clean. They've been recently done by the look of it, so that's all good. There's not many people on board, which I guess is deliberate for them, and I think everybody's coming back instead of going out. And well, that's about it. So I think we'll go out on deck and say bye-bye to Blighty, and fingers crossed, in about 4,900 miles, we'll be back on the boat in 3 weeks going back the other way. But who knows where we're going to end up. So I think that's about it for day one. Semi-successful, bit of brake adjustment to do, bit of grease missing from the rear wheel bearings. But anyway, we're here, we're still on the road, we're still running, and that's it. Time to chill out now. So it's time to head out on deck and we can wave bye-bye to the port of Tyne, the glorious surroundings of cranes and what were shipyards, but most of it's wasteland now. And there we go, we're heading out through the breakwater here. That's looking down onto South Shields, and there's some very nice beaches up there actually. You can see one of the beaches there. Yeah, who says we don't have white sandy beaches? Well, okay, it's yellow sand, but it's nice and soft. There's some very good beaches on the Northumberland coast. You can see how empty the boat is here. We'd already set off. I went to the bar for a drink. I was the only one. So that's it. Lonely Planet of Norway and a beer, and we can make our plans. So join us next time when we're photobombed by the Clyde Valley Harley Owners Group. We take our first steps at riding on the wrong side of the road. We're going to be doing a lot of that. We look forward to riding the Afsluit Dike, a 32-kilometre dike across the north of Holland, but it turns out into a traffic and roadwork nightmare. We ride past enormous steel balls. We cross onto the German border thinking we were going to get COVID checked, and there was nothing. And we spend our first night wild camping. Well, okay, maybe just camping.